everyone, it's Elizabeth Evans here again in Swansea. Tonight I'm going to show you how to put together a small box of goodies basically for a child, a refugee child. Just to let you know, we're doing really well with getting a group of us together to do a collection, and we look like we're going to be taking our own lorry over to Kos in Greece, which we'll be driving ourselves, and then taking it to Kos Kindness, which is a place that is already distributing goods to refugees arriving from Syria. So it's really good news, and thank you for all the support from everyone who's helped us. We've got a Facebook group if you'd like to join it, and we've got teams all the way across South Wales raising money for the van. So without further ado, one for a child. Lots of little bits in this one, and with the children, this is actually quite a good time to try and buy things. For example, I went to Asda. I got 10 pairs of pants for £3.50. The box I'm putting together here is for a 5 to 6 year old boy. You wouldn't have to put all those in. You could split the pack as we did with the female adult one. Some wash things. I've got a sponge, some cool and minty toothpaste. Somewhere under here I've got a little blue toothbrush, again 3+ years. I've got a toothbrush holder. There's nothing like children for sticking toothbrushes in silly places and getting them dirty, and if you're on the move, toothbrush holder's probably quite useful, so those two together. A nail brush. All of those of us who got children know how dirty children's nails can get, so there's a little nail brush. I thought this was quite funky. It was only £1 from Morrison's. It's a hairbrush with a little mirror, but it all folds up, and I think the more sort of small stuff you can find for people, the better. Really, because these people are not settling where they're given these packs. They'll still be travelling, and things can be a bit awkward and bulky. So something like that, it's quite funky for a child as well. You know, particularly if they don't like having the hairbrush. It's a bit different. So the hairbrush. I've also got some tissues like we did in the other pack. And then this one is a bubble bath, again child friendly, so that looks really cool and they'll like that. And then there's a few more items of clothing, some vests and some socks, again a multi-pack that you can actually split up and put into several different packs. And baby wipes, again, kids get really mucky, so really useful to have. And then finally, in terms of sort of health and hygiene, some hand sanitizer. You know, there's not going to be huge amounts of opportunity to wash and things around the place, so this is really good, and they're only small, but they're very, very useful, so that's that one. Other things you can put in the box: a soft toy. This isn't the one I'm putting in, this is actually my son's, but just to give you an idea. Soft toy. Cars. You can buy packs of cars at the pound shop for £1, obviously, and you probably get 5 or 6 in a pack. Again, you can split them or put one or two in. But the nice thing about cars is they're ready to play with. All sorts of toys like that are really good. You don't want something where they've got to put it together, they've got to craft and stick, or that needs batteries. These people are not going to have money for batteries. When the batteries run out, they're going to annoy the parents just like our children annoy us for batteries. So something very simple like a toy car, a little doll, something like that would be really good. The other thing is something to write on. It could be a colouring book. I've just chosen a cheap book. Back to school ranges are great at the moment because they're really, really cheap. This one was 75p. And a pencil set here, which was £1. It's got 6 pencils, some pencil grippers, rubbers, and very importantly, if you put pencils in, make sure you put a sharpener in the box as well. There's nothing worse than the pencil breaking and nobody having any means of sharpening it. So if you are going to go for pencils and not crayons, make sure you include a sharpener. But crayons are the more preferred option, particularly if you're putting a colouring book in. Crayons are really good. So that's all that. Now you can see that doesn't fit in my box properly. Obviously some of these things I'm going to have to split down the packs and everything else. So that will all go in there eventually. But one thing I think is really, really useful is one of these drawstring bags. They're tiny, they're very light, or they're tiny when they're folded up. They'll go in that box really easily, and if you're on the move and you're a refugee, you're not going to want a box to carry around with you. So this little bag, you can put all of that in there, tie it up, and it's just about the right size for a child as well. So I hope you've enjoyed that. That's a 5 to 6 year old child's box. Not very expensive, probably £10 to £15 at most of which you can get from the pound shop, and some of those things, as I say, in packs will split down. We have now got a Just Giving page or a crowdfunding page to raise money to take our van to Cos. So I'm going to leave the link below. Really hope you can try and support us that way if you can't put your own boxes together. But all the best, have some fun with them, get your kids involved because they really good at ideas for the box. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Cheers.